Hello student, welcome back to yet another series of mathematics class 10. So as of now we have finished quadratic equation, trigonometry and linear equation in two variable. So we have already given the playlist, just go through it and you will understand each and everything. We have covered practice set, problem set, everything. So if any doubts, please comment. I'll definitely help you out over there also. So here in this series, we'll be beginning with statistics. Again, I am taking the high weightage chapters. The last three chapters which we covered, the weightage was 12 marks each. Statistics is also having 12 marks. It's very interesting. Okay. So when I say 12 marks, so this is the easiest to get 12 marks. This particular session will do introduction as well as quick revision. So we have not completed the entire chapter. Still we are doing quick revision. So we have exam now coming up in the month of February and March. We have exam. So if someone already completed this particular chapter and they want to revise it, they can go for it. And the remaining person who is learning, right, if you're watching the video after February 2024 or March 24, we will be completing the entire chapter. But here we'll cover introduction as well as quick revision. When I say introduction, what is there in this chapter and what is use of this chapter? So statistics is all about calculation, right? Calculation of what? Central tendency, which is called as mean, median, as well as mode. So mean, median, and mode we have to calculate as per the group frequency table. When I say group frequency table, you will get details of the data. 100, 2000, 10,000, anything will get. You have to calculate the mean, median, and mode. Okay, it's kind of Indian population, right? We have a data. How many Indians lies between 20 to 30 years, that kind of things we have to do using statistics. Also, we'll check how it is presented on the graph using histogram, frequency, polygon, and pie diagram. And in real life, it is very, very useful, saying that we have weather forecasting. Say in this year, there is a huge rain. Last year, there was a less rain, like that. Sales tracking, kind of sales we can track. Last year how much we have done, this year we have done, and in future how much we have to do it. Health insurance, traffic, we use Google Map, right? So this will help how to navigate which route have a less traffic, which is quickest one. So you can use the statistics. Investing is most usually useful in, statistic is most useful in investing, right? Traders and everything, they used to chart line by line, which is the statistics, right? Medical studies, manufacturing, urban planning, anywhere we have large use of this particular statistics. Very, very useful chapter. So you can read each and everything in details, line by line. Okay, but these are the some useful data. Now will come what we have to learn. I said mean. What is mean? For example, we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 number, right? You have to find the middle one. So you have to find the mean. So direct method, the way you get your average score, right? Like that, you score 90, 95, 98, whatever it may be, and you'll get some average. Like that, here we have a mean. So we have a formula. X bar, we call it as X bar, summation Fi Xi, summation Fi. This formula we use to calculate direct method and mean. There's one more method called assumed mean. So we, in advance, we assume something and then we compare, right? This is assumed mean formula. And what is a di in this case? Additional, this will be Xi minus a, that is provisional mean or assumed mean, you can say that. And third, we have a step deviation method. Do not worry, we'll cover everything in detail when we start the actual chapter. This is just for a revision purpose, so is going to appear in this board exam. So next we have to calculate mode. Again, we have a formula for mode. L plus in bracket F1 minus F0 to F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. And here is given what is L, lower limit, frequency of model, frequency of preceding means previous one, frequency of succeeding the new one, and size of the interval. Okay. So for example, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, like that, there will be interval. And model class, class interval, highest frequency we have to select. This is to calculate the mode. Okay, next we have a median. Again, we have a formula to calculate median. If number of terms are odd, right? Like odd as in 1, 2, 3. In this case, you definitely take n by 2 one number. That's the middle one, right? Simply odd. If it is even, then the formula will change. Like half n by 2 terms, n by 2 plus 1. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. You will not get middle one, right? Then you have to check this plus this and then divide by 2. So that is n by 2, that is n by 2, and n by 2 plus 1, then divide by 2. So if you have 1001, then 500 and 500 plus 1 divided by 2, like that. Then the medium of the group data can be found by using this formula. If you have a group data, then I have another formula, median equal to L n by 2 minus CF. What is CF? Cumulative frequency divided by F into H. The notation is already given. Lower limit, number of observation, cumulative frequency, frequency of the middle class, and class size, right? This is just a revision. I'm again telling you, we'll cover in details in upcoming videos. Okay, median is done. Now we have one formula called empirical formula, where mode is equal to 3 into median and 2 into mean. So out of that, if two values already given, like you got median or mean, you can calculate mode. Similarly, if you have mode or median, you can calculate mean. No need to use formula. I mean, no need to calculate from scratch. Fine. Now jump over to the next part, that is cumulative frequency curve or an OGU. This is using the graph. Okay. So we have to plot graph, and it's called OGU, is the graphical representation of cumulative frequency. Whatever we have done using formula, now we have to use the graph also, right? So less than type of OGU, construct cumulative frequency table. Again, cumulative frequency table you have to construct every time, whether it's graph or without graph. Mark the upper class limit on x-axis. So here upper class limit you have to use on x-axis to get less than OGU. And if it is more than OGU, so here is the less than OGU, how it look like. It goes from less than to most, right? So we have to use the upper class. Like this is called the less than OGU. Now we have more than OGU. Construct a frequency table again. Mark the lower class limit on the x-axis. So we have, this is more than OGU, or we call as less than OGU also, right? So this way we have to create this. This should look like this way. Okay. Now we have to obtain the median of frequency distribution from the graph. So we have to plot the graph and then you have to calculate the median. The way you calculate using formula, now you have to use graph to calculate the median. Locate point of intersection of less than OGU and more than OGU. So in a same graph, there will be less than OGU and more than OGU, and then you have to find the point of intersection. So this how do x more than OGU and less than OGU, and you need to calculate point of intersection somewhere here. Okay, so this point of intersection will be your median. So draw a perpendicular line from point on x-axis. So here you have to draw the line and you will get your median. This point intersection is called median. So this is the way you have to find your median using the graph. And this we have covered the introduction and quick revision. So someone want to cover it, you can go and check the slides of each and everything. Okay, if you want slides, just comment me, I'll provide the slide also. Now we'll meet you in the next video where we'll cover the chapter in detail for the remaining of students who want to understand everything in detail. Till then, keep learning and do subscribe the channel if you're new to this channel and share with your friends. See you in the next video.